Hey everybody, Pete Meyer Motor Age Magazine here with you. The lady here with me today probably needs no introduction, but I'm going to do it anyway. For those of you who haven't met her yet, this is Sheri Hamilton. She is the Executive Director of the Midwest Auto Care Alliance, which is home to the Vision High Tech Training and Expo. Of course, those of us who've been there a few times fondly refer to it simply as Vision. So, Sheri, thank you so much for taking some time out of, I know, your busy schedule to talk with me this afternoon.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here today with your viewers.
Yeah, and we want to talk about, of course, Vision. I remember vividly March 2020, 2
2020.
years ago, right? It was literally 4 days after Vision ended that the industry just shut down. And
Not just the industry, the whole country.
the whole country, right? Just kind of shut down, and there was nothing going on, no live events. Even with those who still made an attempt to try a live event, ended up having to. It was a mess, you know. And while there were some good things that came out of it, you cannot beat face-to-face training, with your instructors. So that's certainly a big part of what Vision has to offer. And let's kind of back up just for those of us who don't know the back end, very quick summary of where Vision came from, how it came to be in the first place.
Well, this is actually our 30th year of holding Vision. If you can imagine, 30 years we've had this program going on, and it wasn't always this size. It started off actually in the basement of a hotel, and it's grown. And some of you may remember, for those who've been coming a long time, out at the KCI Expo Center or KC Market Center and Park Place Hotel. Then for a couple of years, it was downtown at the Crown Center Exhibit Hall. And then we were the first large event to come into the beautiful Overland Park Convention Center, which has been home now for quite a few years, and a great, great venue, which has the hotel directly attached, free parking. It's made a great home for Vision.
Yeah, it's actually a fantastic location because, the Sheraton, of course, which is kind of the base hotel there right next door to the convention center. Boy, if you don't sign up for that a year in advance, you're just out of luck.
Right. Well, yeah, and we've actually restricted it at times, where you have to register and then you get the link to be able to get into the hotel. So we make sure that people aren't sitting on rooms.
Right.
And this event has been around a long time. It was the brainchild of, many people know Jerry Holcomb and Doug Stoll, and they worked together, tossed their own money in, and started this concept. They wanted to bring a training event to the industry, and back in the day, it was just Saturday, Sunday, and then we added on, and it was funny back then. We did the same class 3 different times. So if you went, you could go to every class that you wanted to within reason. But that class was repeated Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday. And then we added on Friday, and then we added on Thursday. And no, I'll preface questions. We're not adding on Wednesday.
Yeah. And guys and gals, if you're watching, there's still plenty of time to register. Don't know how many class slots are still open, though. You really got to make sure you get in there and get it done, so you try to get the classes that you really want to see. Of course, one of them will be mine on Sunday, because I'll be presenting there as well. It's not just the training, though. I mean, there's some fantastic, of course, this attracts the best in the business when it comes to training, and not just the individuals, but so many aftermarket companies, the big boys, the big guns that bring out their training resources as well. But it's also about the chance to interact with a lot of these companies in the trade shows. So tell us a little bit about when that's held and who's going to be there this year that maybe hasn't been there before.
Well, the trade show is on Thursday. We have a special trade show. It's the High Tech Tool Expo, and so that's designed to meet a lot of the diagnostic equipment and the things that take longer and sometimes a more calculated decision, or you want to be able to meet with some of the support personnel from the company to, hey, I have this issue, I have this question. We have that on Thursday. That's from 4 to 7 p.m. And then on Friday, the big trade show opens. So 60,000 square feet. We even have booths that are out in the pre-function area. We are sold out, Pete. I'm excited to
Wow.
say sold out.
Wow.
And so a lot of new exhibitors. We have 29 first-time exhibitors.
Wow.
You'll see all your big companies from Advanced to Napa to Hunter Engineering to all your shop management systems, service providers, parts suppliers, diagnostic tools. If they're anyone you've typically done business with, you'll find them there, and you'll probably find a lot of new vendors. It's a great
Right.
opportunity to take advantage of show specials and just being able to make that face-to-face connection and with people maybe who you've dealt with over the phone.
Right, sure. If it's something that you have been thinking about adding to your shop or your personal toolbox, odds are pretty good you're gonna have a chance not only to meet that manufacturer, that supplier there at the show, but hands-on. You can ask your questions, grab that tool, try that equipment, and really make that buying decision a lot easier for you. And that's a huge thing. And being sold out, congratulations. I mean, I know that these exhibitors are just as hungry to get back out there as the rest of us are. So it should be really good. And that's still not all, because Vision has become not just a place to go to school for a few days. Vision has become a tech destination, a tech oasis where you can come out and hang out with guys and gals that are like-minded, who are there to improve their skill sets, who want to be set the standard for professionalism in the industry. And more than that, the people you meet there become lifelong network partners. And many of you already experienced that with your Facebook groups. For example, if you go by the bar in the Sheraton about 4 o'clock in the morning, it'll still be pretty full, and even during the week. And because of that too, it makes it nice because it's not just a tech center there. There's also some stuff for the families, and it's not just. It can be a mini vacation, so she can help justify the cost, right? So, Sheri, I know that there's other things going on than the trade show and the training. What are those neat little appetizers and hors d'oeuvres that you serve throughout the days?
Exactly. So I'll just add on to the networking before we move on to other things. This is the event to be able to network with people in the industry. Maybe you've seen names if you're in Facebook groups and you've seen people and you know them online. This is the event where you can come and you get to meet them, and that's where really you can take that relationship to that next level, and some great networking happens. And the instructors are also there, and they are very approachable. A lot of times you'll see them in the bars, out in the lobby. Yeah, they're celebrities within this industry, but they are very approachable. Ask questions. You go up and talk to them after the class is over. The networking opportunities are just unbelievable. And so we have the app. So there's a Vision app that will be released next week. Great way to connect, find out all information about things. We have a special ACA reception for members of the Auto Care Alliance. We have quite a few new Auto Care Alliances, and we're doing a special reception on Thursday evening for everyone who is a member, both shop member and allied members. So we're asking them to join us and to celebrate. We have a general session on Saturday, so an opening general session, and we're really excited to announce Leif Bevan with Echelon Front, so the same company that Jocko Wilnick is from, will be our keynote on Saturday morning. And we have an awards dinner and comedy night on Saturday. Great opportunity to just cut loose, have some great laughs, and celebrate the successes in the industry. So then we go into a Sunday morning with a networking breakfast, an educator think tank celebration breakfast. We even do a prayer service on site Sunday morning, so you're not missing out on a church service. Just lots of things. So
You are not going to be bored. That's for sure.
No, your
Yeah,
schedule is packed from
yeah,
sun up to sundown. So there's
yeah.
a ASOG dinner that happens for the Automotive Shop Owners Group. They have a dinner that supports their scholarship program. Just lots and lots of things that there's receptions that are also being done from particular vendors, and they're reaching out to customers. So you won't have a shortage of things to do.
Not at all. And if you're really bored, you can always go around and sample some of that great barbecue, right?
Kansas City barbecue, yes.
Plenty of place to go get good Kansas City barbecue.
Yes, exactly.
I do want to double back one moment because you mentioned something about the instructors being reachable and accessible. And I think that's one of the neat things that I learned early on was that especially the independents, but not excluding the aftermarket guys, their guys are the same way. They're there because they want to help you, the tech. That's first and foremost. Many will tell you that if you want to be, if that's in your kind of in your wheelhouse for your future, odds are you're not going to make $1 million being an instructor, right? So money is not the primary drive, but what they do have a big, deep heart for is that they grew up in the trenches. Many of them still are in the trenches. They're still making a living with their hands. Well, it's not making a living, but there's the Ford. I'm still working on that one. Not mine. So we still keep our hands dirty, and we know, and they know what it takes for you guys and gals to make a living in this business. Nobody ever said it was easy. It is a challenge, and it's not getting any less so with the technologies that are coming down the pike at light speed. So you have, as like G likes to say, if you don't educate, you evaporate. So you need to make sure you keep up with your skill sets. And if there's any training event that you're going to put on your bucket list, this is it. I highly encourage you to make plans now. Where's that website they can still go to register?
They go to visionkc.com. We still have classes open, and we have some of the technical training classes that are already 200 people.
Wow.
There are 80 management and technical training classes, and we have over 600 first-time attendees already registered from 41 states. In fact, we just had somebody from Brazil register yesterday. So they're coming from all over the country still, and we're excited to have our doors open and welcome everybody back to the last normal thing that happened in our industry to finally return to
be one of the first, right?
Normalcy to see everyone. So.
Yeah, and that's another mark point, right? Because there are people who come from all over the world to access vision, and if you're in the States, boys, we're spoiled when it comes to access to information when you compare it to some of these other countries. And that's the beauty about being a digital world, right? It's like we reach a global network now. So the word has gotten out. If you're friends on social, any of the Facebook groups with a tech, you don't know, he could be in Kentucky or he could be in Nairobi. It doesn't matter. You guys are still looking to develop those skill sets and be the best that you can be in your business. And one last thing, of course, we got to mention the dates.
March 3rd through 6th. It's coming up. It's less than 31 days away. It's coming quick.
I'm sure you got the count clock on your calendar.
It's on the website, and every time I pull that up, it stresses. We're like, oh no, but yeah.
And then about 30 seconds after the closing, you'll be like, time to take a breather.
Yeah, we paused just long enough to start planning again
for next year, right?
Exactly.
So hey, don't forget again, guys and gals, reach out. visionkc.org is the website you want to go to.
visionkc.com.
Yes. Excuse me. And of course, you can find them on Facebook, whatever social platform you're watching this video on. You'll be able to reach out to them on the same one. And once we get this all done, I'll try to if I haven't already on the event page, put the website in there. We'll make sure we have that for you too. March 3rd through 6th, Overland Park Convention Center, Overland, Kansas.
Overland Park, Kansas. It's basically it's a suburb of Kansas City. So
yeah, but I always get that Kansas City, Kansas like confused.
I know, we sit right on the state line, so we say Kansas City, and it's in Overland Park, Kansas. So you'll be on the Kansas side, and so we look forward to seeing everyone. It's a great event. I promise. Once you've been there, you'll probably find that you're hooked. We get a lot of people coming back and say they'll never miss it again. And now we have over 600 people getting to experience it for the first time. So a lot of new faces, a lot of new opportunities to meet new people.
Awesome. Well, again, Sheri, thank you so much. I know you're really busy, not only with the event, but the fantastic growth that you've seen with MWACA. Looking forward to see the chapters represented when I get there in Overland Park. Probably a whole other thing that we can talk about once I'm out there. But again, thank you so much for taking your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Pete. We appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you soon.